the board of NICH met, when was it, Mr. Blade? Yesterday. And their recommendation has been for the president to be reinstated, vindicated by this report, and also that the internal auditor, Mr. Matos, that his service be terminated. I shared this morning the findings of the audit with the cabinet, and while it is that ultimately it is the board that makes decisions as it relates to the operations at NICH, you do know that it was the cabinet, out of an abundance of caution, when these accusations started flying around as a result of the internal auditor's report. Out of an abundance of caution, the cabinet said, well, let an external auditor look at things and see if what is being said is true or not. And that has been done now, and so cabinet agreed this morning that Ms. Budhrani should be reinstated immediately, and supported the decision as well that Mr. Matos be terminated. I don't know that Mr. Matos is a whistleblower. You know, I don't know of any situation where he came out rightly to say that he leaked the document and that he was concerned about what was going on. As far as I'm understanding it, Mr. Matos was going along in his normal course, however misguided he was in the practices that he was engaging in, as is now clear by the external auditor's report. He was merely doing his job. Nobody has proven that he intentionally leaked information to try to bring the institution into question. So that does not apply at all. I'm sorry. I don't know, you are saying so. I don't know about that. And that, in my opinion, and as far as I'm understanding, that has never been established. Nobody from the institution, not from NICH or from the government, has ever accused Mr. Matos of leaking the document.
Sir, my question is, who was responsible for hiring Mr. Matos? Because according to Dr. Morris, he's saying this morning that Mr. Matos has been there 3 years. Well, every single year they've had issues with his audit, but yet he was still there. So
well,
who hired him?
I really don't know. I have been minister since 2015. And you will know that even while I was the substantive minister for culture, I had a minister of state in that time period as well. But for the sake of, I can't accept what you were saying about whistleblowing, Jules, but what I can say is this. Mr. Matos, as far as I'm understanding from the board, was kept on, or maybe it was from the time that he was hired, and the intention was clear to him that he should have been upgrading himself to qualify for the position ultimately. And there was a specific time frame given for him to do that. So on that basis alone, I am not sure if it is only the basis of the results of the audit, the external auditor, but it is clear that Mr. Matos is way in above his head.